Hey YouTube, it's Cherise here again, and I have another tutorial for you today. I'm finding time to record things. Please leave suggestions below of what you want to see. So let me just go ahead and tell you what I've already done. So I've already washed and cleansed my face. I moisturized it with some castor oil. I didn't put on a primer today. I'm going for more of a, I guess you could say, luminous look, but you guys know I'm going to set this with a powder so that it mattes down. But yeah, I moisturized with castor oil, and then I put on this CoverGirl CC cream in Sheer Espresso. This is one of my most favorite products, which you'll see in my monthly favorites. But I put this on as my foundation, the CC cream in Sheer Espresso, which is the darkest shade they have. And that's all I've done. I applied the foundation, I squeeze it on my face, and then I go in and you guys know I pat it into the skin like this, all over, until it is well blended into my skin, like so. Now I'm going to set this, and I'm going to set it with my Black Opal Invisible Oil Blocking Powder. That looks like this. If I could open it. I've got my coffee again this morning. It's been a good week. It looks like this. It's like a white tan color. And I'm going to use, am I going to use this? Yeah, I will. And I'm going to use the BH Cosmetics 116 brush, and this is just a flat top brush. I'm really just going to press this powder all over my face, focusing on the places that get most oily and under my eyes and my eyelids where I crease. Sometimes. I've been experiencing creasing a little bit. Not with this particular CC cream, just in general, like randomly. Well, really, it was just like one strange day where my under eye actually was like really creasing on one of my eyes, and it was really bothering me. It was like one of the first days of my internship, actually. But today I'm doing more of a, like an actual eyeshadow look with more than just like one or two or three eyeshadows, I think. Because I have some extra time. Right now it's exactly 8 a.m., but I don't have class until 9. I actually need to figure out where my 9 a.m. class is. I know what the class is, I just don't know where he's having it. As you can see, because this powder is on the tan, like the tannish light white side, it's going to make my face appear a lot lighter at first, but once it actually settles into the skin, I will return back to my milk chocolatey color. So don't worry if it's looking a little ashy or light right now. Make sure I get my nose. My nose gets the most oily. And my eyebrows. And my forehead. Really everywhere, but the other places don't look as shiny and greasy. They just feel oily, but they don't really look oily. I don't know if that makes sense to me. Alright, so I'm checking my face out in the mirror. This powder also helps to like make your face look really smooth too. I'm like looking. Alright, I think that's enough of this. Now I'm going to go in with a little bit of contour, kind of. I'm going to use my Black Radiance Rich Mahogany Pressed Powder. I think this is one of their darkest shades. See, it's a nice brown. I love this color on me. And I'm going to use a BH Cosmetics 113 brush. And I'm going to focus this, kind of like using it to contour slash bronze. This is a fluffy domed brush, and I'm really focusing this in the hollows of my cheeks. And on the jawline. I don't know if y'all can see. And also around the hairline. Just to bring back some of the depth to my skin, the chocolateness, the richness, and add some contrast on my face. Because my foundations still are a little too light to match my arms and my legs, but it matches my chest. So this kind of brings everything all together when I do my makeup using this technique. You guys can see that the outermost part of my forehead is obviously darker than the center, which is exactly what I'm going for. Looks a little cray-cray right now because it's a distinct harsh line, but I'm going to go in and blend it out, of course. You can see how that adds the depth and like contrast. This has a really small mirror on it, this powder. But not really. Kind of stippling it and then going back and blending it out. And I'm going under the chin as well. And I'm taking whatever's left over my ears because my ears are a little lighter. And they stick out sometimes. And then whatever's left over, I kind of like to dab on the just bottom part of my face. So that's what that is looking like. Now I'm going to take a BH Cosmetics 121 brush. This is like a super small angled brush. Looks like this. And I use this to either highlight or contour my nose, and now I'm going to use this to contour I always have issues like speaking in the morning, but I feel like I'm not the only one. My roommate's laughing. That's one side. Done. I only really do this when I have extra time, which I do today. Which I feel like every Wednesday I'm gonna have extra time. Yes, praise him. Every Monday and Wednesday. And I also like to make sure that I get the very bottom of my nose. And I like to blend this down onto the nostril just a little bit. Like so. Since what I'm looking like right now obviously needs to be blended. Hopefully you all can see. But I thought this is like the perfect shade for my skin to deepen it up. Alright. Alright, as one of my professors would say. I'm going to take my 1/16 flat brush that I use to apply the oil blocking invisible powder, and I'm going to blend all this together. Yes, I am going to blend all of this after I get my mirror open. And I'm just going to use light circular motions to do this. And patting motions. So I don't want to move around what I did too much. Just mesh everything together. And even after applying powder, you see my skin still has luminosity. I've been saying that it's the sunshine of my soul because I've been having the most amazing semester so far. Basically, ever since I've been back, like in Rock Hill, ever since I left home back in July to go to St. Louis and then came back to the Charlotte Rock Hill area, everything has been like super awesome. I love my jobs. I love my internship. I'm just loving my schedule and how busy I am. I love being back at the church that I'm at. I love all the new people on campus, meeting them and talking with them and stuff. I've just been loving everything. And also using an oil to moisturize and then using a CC cream, which is supposed to like nourish your skin, also helps me have like a more skin-like dewy-ish look without being oily or greasy. And it also helps the powder to not look powdery because your skin, it has like so much moisture, it like absorbs the powder and just makes it look really nice. I'm just hoping y'all see this. So it looks really good today. My skin looks good. Alright. I'm just gonna pat over the edges just a little bit. So that's the skin. Let's move on to eyes. And after I do my eyes, I'll come back to like blush. So today for my eyes, it's going to be a combination of the Anastasia Amrezy palette, which you guys know I love. And I'm just going to use my favorite color in here, Morocco, for my crease. And I'm going to use this fluffy Coastal Scents brush. Oh, hi, Miss the Morocco. I'm actually going to get the new Anastasia like contour traveling palette. You know what I'm talking about. I really want that palette because I love this one and I looked at those colors and I know I'm going to love that one too. So probably tomorrow I'm going to be making a trip to Sephora for the first time ever and making my first Sephora purchases and doing a Sephora haul. Because I'm going to Charlotte to celebrate my friend Jackie's 23rd birthday. And I'm taking her out to brunch at this place on South Boulevard in Charlotte that she really wants to go to. I've never been, but I trust her judgment. And I'm treating her because it's her birthday, and I'm her chauffeur for the day because she should not be driving around on her birthday. And then after that, we're going to get our nails done, which I really, really need, especially my toes, so I don't have to keep wearing closed-toed shoes, the same flats to school and stuff every day. And then after that, we might make a stop like at South Park Mall or something, or somewhere where I can go to a Sephora and pick up these items that I've been wanting for a long time but never could afford because I just don't have enough money. But I get paid tomorrow, praise the Lord, for my marching band job, which I've been working like 60 hours a week at. So I can't wait to actually save up more money and like build back my financial situation, because ever since I think it was 2013. Yeah, it was spring 2013. My financial situation has been, I've been broke, y'all. I went on this one trip, and that one trip took like all my money. But it was worth it. I went to NASA, the North American Saxophone Alliance Conference. Alright, as you can see, I'm really building this up in the crease to warm it up. It's just such a pretty color. All in the crease. And then for my lid, I'm going to use once I have this to my desired intensity. I just love this shade. And I'm kind of winging it out on the edges, but not really. I'm not going past the end of my eyebrow. Alright, so that's what that looks like. And for the lid, I'm going to go in with this L'Oreal Infallible eyeshadow in Amber Rush. It's really, really pretty. It looks like that. I don't know if you can see, the lights are bright. It's pretty. I'm just going to apply this using my middle finger. It's really, really metallic. And I'm applying this on the lid. Only stopping before the crease, actually, because I don't want it to crease. So really just focusing this on the lid. Using my middle finger. Oops, I got it under my nail. Now it's for the other eyelid. Yeah, I definitely got a lot of this under my nail. I have really long nails. I don't know if y'all can see them, but my nails are really, really long, naturally. And sometimes it's a good thing when I get my nails done because I don't have to get acrylics, but it's bad for like daily life activities. Especially for somebody who's a musician and works with children, and I'm always using my hands. All right. Now I'm taking whatever's left over on my finger and kind of blending up into the crease very lightly. Well, that's how that should be looking so far. Like that. Now what I'm going to do is get a small coastal scents brush like this. And I'm going to use the same color that I applied to my eyelid and apply this in my inner tear duct because it is such a pretty color. It's called Amber Rush from L'Oreal. It's one of their infallible shadows. And I'm going to apply this to my tear duct as well. Using this brush because my finger can't quite get in this small space. And it's like a really pretty like rose gold kind of color. Which looks great on deeper skin tones. And this makeup look is kind of inspired by Makeup Doll. One of her recent videos that she did, except for she didn't do like a rose gold eyeshadow. Hers was a lot more simpler than mine, but the overall look and idea was inspired by her and Sandra Deluxe. Because I'm going to wear eyeliner, which I normally don't do. Now I'm just taking this wedge and kind of pleating up in the tear duct a little bit. And you can go ahead and bring it onto the bottom inner lash line. Like so. So really make sure you get into the creases of the inner corner of the eye. So that's what we have so far. Now I'm going back into my Amrezy palette. Do I really want to use the Amrezy palette or do I want to use my Decisions? I'm going into my Missy Lynn palette. And I'm going to take this color right here, this brown with a purple undertone. And I'm going to take the same brush that I used to apply Moroccan in the crease, and I'm going to apply this even deeper into the crease to deepen up and define the crease. Using the same brush. But I really like this because it has kind of a purplish undertone to it. I'm really focusing on the outer corner and then really deep into the socket of my eye. I don't feel like I hear my stomach growling, but it is growling something ferocious. Alright, so that's what that should be looking like. And now I'm going to go back into Morocco and blend that over the top of this so there's more of like a transition because these two colors together look really super pretty. So I'm blending like right above this color with Morocco. Using the same exact brush. So that's what that should look like. Now I'm using that same brush that I used to apply Amber Rush to the inner corner, and I'm going to use it and apply Morocco to my bottom lash line. All over the bottom lash line. It's almost 8:30. I need to get dressed. At least my hair's already done. Like so. So this is what the eyes are looking like. And now I'm going to take from the Missy Lynn palette that color I used to deepen up the crease, this brown that has like a purple undertone. Oops. And I'm going to apply this to the bottom lash line as well, just on the outermost part. So that's what the eyes look like. Again, I'm not going to do mascara and brows on camera. Now it is time for blowing all the eyeshadow off my laptop. For blush, and the blush I'm going to use is from Black Radiance, and it's in Toasted Almond. And it's like a really pretty reddish brown cinnamony color. It kind of matches Morocco, which is why I want to use it on my cheeks. So I think it will really pull the look together. And I'm going to use another Coastal Scents brush. It's made out of goat hair. I'm focusing this right on the apples of my cheeks, which my cheeks are kind of big. But I really like these baked blushes from Black Radiance because they have like a kind of like sheen to them. So I'm going for more of like a luminous skin, which it is. It's like very glowy. I like it. And because I use an oil to moisturize, it's going to prevent me from getting overly oily. So my skin is already nice and balanced with the castor oil. I'm actually debating whether or not I want to do eyeliner because I like the way the eyes look without it right now. It's already Wednesday. Yay! Hump day. But yeah, I just really felt like slaying with my makeup today because I have this extra time. Why not take advantage of it? Especially since I love makeup and it's one of my favorite like hobbies and things to do for myself and for other people. And hair. Alright, so I'm kind of going in with this blush. I'm going in. But I'm making sure that the contour and the blush connect. There's no gaps or spaces in between. And I am going to highlight just the slightest bit. And I'm going to use my BH Cosmetics 115 brush. And I'm going to go in the Missy Lynn palette. And I'm going to use the more pinkish highlighter in this palette. This one on this side, it's more pink. I think I would look really pretty with this look. And I'm just using the very tip of this brush to apply it. I'm literally just applying a stripe and I'm going to blend it out. I'm also going to apply it to the brow area. And then I'm kind of sweeping it up over the top of my brows, just a tiny bit. Not like crazy. I like this brush because it has a point to it, so I can really put the highlighter exactly where I want it. And now the bridge of the nose. And the tip of the nose. And now I'm going to use this brush to go in and blend it out so it's not a straight line. My cheeks. And on my nose. This is going to add to like the luminous dewy look I want for my skin. And like I said, I use just the smallest amount of highlight because I'm already glowing from within. Like really, I don't need that much. Alright, so that's it for the skin. Blend it out some more using this blush brush. Now back to the eyes. Do I really have time? I don't think I have time because I still have to do my brows and lips. It's already long enough. I think I'm just going to do everything else off camera. You'll have to see what lips I do. I'm not sure if I'm going to do a dark lip or not. We'll see. If you want to see the completed look, find me on Snapchat or IG at oh so very sexy. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial up until this part. Bye, YouTube.